Now, Dylan, I'm immune to disease.
Now, Dylan, I'm immune to disease.
Now, guys, I'm immune to your bullshit. So, get lost and get back into Lethuan, okay? This is Hearthfire Tales!
Yeah, it worked.
No, it's not.
It just isn't. Like. Yes, we are back in Lethuan. Again, still not quite a land of might, magic, and metal. Instead, a land of strength, sorcery, and shields.
Shields.
Yeah, so this is episode 2 of The Legends of Holy Thunderforce, aka The Legends of
A con long gone.
Long Gone Conn. That's
Long Gone Contong.
why is there a
Oh,
tongue?
Long Johnson.
Because there's going to be a song about it, I'm sure.
Oh, Long Kong Tong.
Long
Yes,
Gone Con.
I, of course, will be playing again. Con, what was it? Goodstones.
Goodstones.
Get back in line, Goodstone.
Yes, sir.
And of
It's
course,
slightly more mature.
slightly more mature, yeah. And then, of course, Ryan is still playing.
Holy Thunderer de Kyrus.
Nice, that's such a good voice. Yeah, it is 4 years later.
I thought you were going to say 4 in the morning. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's also 4 in the morning.
4 years
We have
later.
been up all
I
night.
can't believe we're doing it 4 years later. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Con is still incredibly weak. No, Con has leveled up.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm a level 5 character now.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you are now a full shield in the Holy Thunderforce.
It's like I finally lifted the thing.
You finally lifted the thing. You're kind of getting used to the whole standing in formation and getting your divine power into the shield and extending it and defending all your.
I love the
all
way
your-
it goes.
So 5 years is a long time,
Yeah.
especially in an active war,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say, well, you can be level 6 if you want, Jim, but that's going to take too much time to level you up and stuff. We're already rolling. You're
I'm
level 5.
already massively underleveled anyway.
Yeah.
So what difference does it
Let's
make?
not make him a higher level than he is currently
Yeah.
in the podcast.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that'd be weird. So yeah, Holy Thunderforce has also grown a lot. It's gone from about 200 to 300 people back when you first joined Con
Yeah, it
to
was
now
a nice, intimate little unit.
being nice, and it's grown a lot. It is about somewhere between 8 to 1,000 people, 800 to 1,000 people. Like, it has grown significantly.
Modest expansion, yeah.
Modest expansion, and a lot of this has kind of been down to your work, revitalizing, reinvigorating, and protecting villages and stuff. You've
I thought you meant me personally, and I was
Yes.
like, I have done so much.
well, you as parts of Holy Thunderforce, you have done your own part as well. And yes, while we are in an active war epoch, you guys
time.
haven't necessarily been fighting constantly for 4 years, but you have been seeing a lot more battle in the past year or so. The rumors and positioning of Azumakia from the southeast has finally turned into actual warfare. Their lines have advanced on yours, and you guys have been basically ping-ponging all around the battlefronts, kind of strategically going where places need to be defended, keeping everyone safe, as is what you do. The cult of division are still sometimes popping their head up, spreading division and strife wherever they go, but you guys are kind of a little bit more used to dealing with them, knowing that just kind of goodwill and good community spirit seems to be doing a lot to kind of stamp them out, and kind of making sure that once the telltale signs come up that you're acting, now that you know what they are. But even more worrying than that, in the past only few months, rumors of monster sightings have begun to spread as just campfire stories and songs, nowhere near the level of monster hunting that we know from present day Lethuan, shall we say. There's nothing concrete, but a whisper here and there, probably just blown out of proportion entirely. Most are instantly dismissible as perhaps dragon sightings, particularly this close. You're near to the Thunderhammer Mountains, which are in the east of Lethuan, where you would know that blue dragons roost and kind of rule and preside in the mountains there, giving them their name. But some are harder to ignore. There's no easy explanation for these. But more and more, you've been dealing with actual battles and actual warfare and are taking an active part in the war now. So, yeah, you've been moving place to place where strategic towns need to be defended, places of arcane or religious significance kind of need to be preserved. And that's kind of where we are now, as you guys are, in the thick of it, really. It is late autumn. The trees are beginning to go bare. The fighting is mostly slowing down. You, particularly Dacyrus, would know it's harder to keep supply lines open during the winter, so there's a lot less kind of like forces moving around, that type of thing. Winter tends to be time for, consolidation of forces, fortifications are dug in deeper and stuff like that. Dacyrus, you are now in charge of a lot more people, not just your 30 to 40 people of your shields. You now command almost an entire bastion. About 200 people are under your control. Before we get into anything more, how does Dacyrus feel about that? What's kind of Dacyrus at with that kind of like huge increase in responsibility?
Dacyrus has been offered to move up in position as well, I would imagine, at this point, and has refused it at all times, demanding that he stay with his soldiers on the field in the battle, and is perfectly happy to take on this additional responsibility. He sees these soldiers as almost like his children in a way. He takes care of them. He teaches them how to defend themselves, and more importantly, how to defend others. And to see that grow and to see that blossom is fantastic.
Nice. So yeah, you've been positioned and tasked to be essentially right on the border, right along the battle lines. And the fame and might of Holy Thunderforce being what it is, that alone is acting as a large deterrent for enemy forces. So a lot of the time, you're just by virtue of you being in an area stops attacks coming, and because you're positioned so far at the front, you're often sent to scout almost behind enemy lines just to try and intercept messages, to try and keep an eye on force movements, to kind of almost control where and when the battles happen, it's like a real kind of game of chess that's being played.
I've played Civilization, I get it.
It's exactly a Civilization tactic. It's just I've got a big old stack of things here. Don't come here, Forcing, trying to maneuver people into where they, where Quita and the other generals in the Northern Empire want the enemies to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have sent your best soldier, one Conn Greystone.
Ooh, my best soldier.
Oh, I am the best.
Even better than Stevie Nicks.
I think if Stevie Nicks combined are probably better than Conn, but he may not be your best and strongest, but he's definitely your favorite and is kind of showing a lot of promise.
Okay.
He was once a defender, now a shield proper.
Nice.
He is ranging with his small unit of defenders, just behind enemy lines, trying to intercept any messengers or runners, and just keep an eye on troop movements and stuff like that. So for this episode, Jim, you said you're level 5, right?
I am. I'm level 5. Pally 4, Fighter 1.
So we're going to do something. I'm going to throw you for a little bit of a curveball here, Ryan.
Okay.
And Jim.
Okay.
Jim, would you give Ryan your young Conn sheet?
Oh.
And for this little part, Ryan is going to play one of your defenders.
I love it. Okay, hold on. Let me
Incredible.
let me just take off my headset and go get it. Hold on. Sorry, that took so long. Here you go. Ignore the poems I wrote about you.
Oh, Dacyrus.
They rhyme if you do it in a French accent.
So dark and spooky. I love to watch you when you go poopy. What?
Please, don't look at me like that. It's art. It's subjective. Make of it what you will.
Thank God this isn't Dacyrus reading this.
Yeah.
Instead, who is this, guys?
I think. Can I name you?
My name.
Whoever says it first.
My name is
Shauna.
Wayne.
I didn't hear what Jim said. I heard Wayne come true.
You're lucky, Wayne.
I'm from a very rich family.
Oh God.
And
You're just Batman.
He's just Batman.
He's just Batman.
He's just Batman. Come on, do it.
Come on, no, finish off your little bit thinking you're so smart and going to get this by us.
But I prefer to go by my middle name. Because my family has set out to make our own grappling maneuvers. And I am Wayne Heimlich.
Oh, Christ.
No, that's just my last name.
Jesus.
Wayne Heimlich. Wayne Heimlich.
Wayne Heimlich.
We shouldn't have called him on it. We could have had Batman, and now we have Wayne Heimlich.
Now we have Wayne Heimlich.
Nice pivot, though. I appreciate it.
But check out my grappling maneuver. As I grab you from behind in a warm embrace.
I was about to be like, hey, I have the grappling feat. And then I was like, oh, yeah, it's my character sheet.
Yeah. I literally looked down and saw the word grapple and was like, here we go.
Amazing.
That's very good, Dylan. Well done.
So that you have 3 other defenders. What are just the names of the other defenders?
They give me that for a second.
C, P, and R.
I have I thought you're just looking for a way to grapple someone's heart is what that is. I thought you might make me do this, so I pre-genned these. I've got Shari, Suki, and Bola.
Shari, Suki, and Bola. Okay. I'm gonna let you remember them because I probably won't.
Better write them down again then.
Sherry, Sook, and Ebola.
That's what I was going for. I'm going to say Bolo, actually. It's better, like the Thai, because the chicken.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
Because the chicken. What?
The chicken man. Colonel Sanders. He has a bolo tie that looks like a little dude.
So our lunch is now impacted.
It's that KFC we had for lunch is now world building Lethuan for us.
Hearthfire Tales, not sponsored by KFC.
Sustained by, not sponsored.
Yeah.
Lucasade.
Lucasade. Seriously.
Give me a call.
Seriously, you've been keeping us waiting for so long, Lucasade.
It was so special for us. And then you just never called.
Conn.
Aye.
You and your defenders, Wayne, Suki, Shuki.
Suki, Shuri, and Bolo.
Suki,
Sorry,
Shuri.
not Shuri. Shari.
Shari, Suki, and Bolo.
And Wayne.
Wayne
Heimlich.
Of course, Wayne Heimlich.
Please refer to me by both my names.
Have been tasked to, patrol, basically. You've been sent to, send out in small units so as to not, kick up lots of dust and not be, visible and things like that.
Aye, yeah. Keep a low profile.
There is quite a strategic area of woods that that the enemy forces use as they send messengers through. Usually druids and things like that, so they can actually tree stride, making a journey that would take hours to only take moments as they can flip through. So from your months of being here that this is kind of their normal way of doing things.
Yeah.
And you guys are kind of, setting ambush, kind of, waiting to see what's going on. But I'll put that in your hands. What way are you preparing for this type of mission?
Aye, well, look, listen up. Absolutely standard protocol here. Lads, Shari, look, I need you actually up in that tree there, ready to just block anything you might see coming.
Sure thing.
Yeah, great. Suki, I need you running circles just around the perimeter.
Just straight circles.
Yeah, well,
I'll do it, Conn. Just run in the circle.
Suki, come back. Look, I love the enthusiasm, love it. But I might need you to actually look and just keep an eye out while you're doing it. It's not a race. It's a scout.
Not the whole head on the broom thing. And
no, we're not. Not this time.
We're not at a wedding.
Time.
I get
yes,
it. No,
exactly.
I get it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Bolo, my sweet Bolo.
Hello, my friend.
You're not. Oh, you're Bolo as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Bolo,
hello.
you're a weird guy. You're a weird guy, Bolo, and I think that's gonna work.
I like when I have the shield up above my face. I can hide behind it.
Fuck, you're weird. All right, Bolo, I need you. Actually, that's not too bad. Would you go in that shadow there and put the shield up over your face like you like to do?
Absolutely. I am there already.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to grapple?
I shall show my family's name, the Heimlichs.
Very good. So, Shari's going to pull him down out of the trees if she can. Suki's going to let us know if something's coming. Bolo, when this goes down, Wayne is going to grapple, and then you're going to do what you do.
Lick them.
Right, so that's the plan. And look, if it all goes tits up like it always does with this squad, I'm going to pop the shield, and we're all just going to hop in behind it. And as per standard, fighting retreat. Good with you guys? Wayne?
You can depend on me.
Very good. Bolo?
Yes, sir, I am ready.
Yeah. Suki, get back here. We're not done with the briefing.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry.
You alright? You're ahead of the game?
Just so pumped.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good energy. High energy. Yeah. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Channel it in the right direction though. Alright,
Gotcha.
off you go. Zoom.
Yeah.
And Shari, you alright up in the tree there?
Yeah, I forgot my voice. I think it was kind of like this.
Yeah, nice. Alright. Okay, it's go time. I'm gonna sit in the middle of the clearing and act like an easy target.
Nice. Okay. Give me a perception check. With advantage, and we'll say that it's
Squad check.
a squad check.
I rolled an 18.
18, nice.
Plus 1. Wait,
I rolled an 18.
No, plus 0. 18.
18, nice. You see a single messenger, a single figure, like sprinting.
Shari,
Like,
here we go.
and as you kind of like, you get a good look at it. You're not quite sure, but like, you assume it to be a messenger because who else is kind of like out running at this, in this area. And you notice like a bit of like a dust cloud coming from them. And as they get a little bit closer, you notice that it seems to be like a panther or something.
They're a panther.
Yeah. As in like it's a panther like running on all fours.
This is like a wild-shaped druid.
Is it metallic?
It is not metallic.
So it's not a steel panther.
It's not a steel panther.
Aww.
God damn it, I
So
should have done that.
this is a human with the eyes of a panther though.
Yeah, they do have the eyes of a panther.
Okay. I
Go.
want to do two things. One,
Sure.
I want to command Shari because look, if the people around you aren't getting better, you're not doing your job.
Yeah,
That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned from Dakaris. I want to say, Shari, point it out to her, and then I want to, in case she misses her grapple on it, I want to try and prep throwing my shield, Captain America style, to knock it out of the tree.
Okay, so you would know that when I say tree stride, I actually mean the spell tree stride, which will let. So you actually don't want to let them get near the trees at all. If they get near the tree, they'll step into the tree 500 feet away and they're gone.
Okay. Oh, okay. In that case, change of plan, real quick, guys.
Sorry, yeah.
I know this thing is coming at us real quick, but quick change of plan. I thought they were like literally like just buffalo shoot. Yeah,
No.
Okay, cool.
Magic.
Right, I'm a stand in the clearing. No, I'm a hide. There's no point in letting it see me. Everybody hide, and Bolo, as it comes by, you're going to try and do your dark thing to it, and then I'm going to.
I will not let you down, sir.
I kind of almost hope that you do. And then if that goes tits up, I'm a diving. Me and Wayne are going to grapple it. Wayne on either side.
Okay, so who's spearing the
So first off, Bolo, they're going to jump out and
Kiss them.
I don't know what he's going to do. he's line number one. They're line number one.
Okay, Bolo, do your thing. What would you like to do? There is this, like, you're seeing it getting closer and closer. This panther, like, just like it looks like they're running much faster than what like a usual, like whatever message or missive this person has is important.
Yeah.
I'm trying to quickly read all of the writing on this.
You're a level 3 paladin. You can do anything a level 3 paladin can do.
Not much.
No.
You can't do much.
You have divine smite, grapple, and I have an ability on my level 5 paladin sheet that could work.
Okay, well,
We'll let Bolo do his thing first.
so yeah, you guys all kind of like come out of the trees, spread out a bit. Bolo is in front. This panther kind of charging down at you. What do you do?
So, Bolo do his secret trick. What he does is he takes his sword and he sticks it in the ground, blunt side forward. But with the reflection and the shadows, they may not see it and run head first into the sword.
Such a Looney Tunes bullshit thing to do.
I know.
Give me
An attack roll.
no.
Deception check. I guess.
Yeah, either deception or stealth, I guess.
But I'm going to kiss it when it arrives.
If it's still a deception or a stealth check, so roll it up.
Okay. That was a 19 on the dice.
Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! If this works, it has advantage on perception checks because it can smell things. So it might be able to smell you guys out, but
Cannot smell my blade.
oh my god! I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Oh my god. I rolled Bolo.
You gotta kill Sid and bring Bolo back.
No. But maybe Bolo is fake.
Oh dear. Oh Bolo.
Everyone kind of like, so what happens is Bolo rushes forward, plants his sword kind of like still like the undergrowth of the forest, so they're still kind of like in shadow.
Like in
I
like
do it-
bushes
so-
that would seem like they could whip through them.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so nasty, Bolo.
Everyone else kind of like spreads out and acts as like a funnel, so it like goes in that way.
Yeah.
And you see this banner just like Looney Tunes style run headfirst into this sword. Little like Tweety birds appear around its head for a second as it takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage from just a full force sprint
And then we're all
into
gonna
it.
jump
All right,
on it.
Wayne, grapple it.
Yes! Fuck! This accent is so... No, I can't
It's so similar. I love it.
Do a Russian accent again. I can't.
Yeah, it's, I'm sorry. I am in the big
I don't-
Russian accent.
Russian, I don't think
I have
that...
booming voice.
God. Okay.
You got this, Ryan. You got this.
We're here for you, Ryan.
Wayne Heimlich will jump forward and he grapples this beast and throws it to the ground.
Give me
Good work.
Give me
Now.
an athletics check.
Bolo, move out of the way.
It got a 15 on its dexterity to avoid.
Wayne is still learning his family's moves and he only rolled a 13.
So you see, although dazed, this panther kind of like nimbly evades, kind of gets its senses back, starts
I'm going
looking
to,
around, darts
gonna-
away.
Blow out the shield to just pen it in completely.
Okay, yeah. So you won't be able to pen and completely be able to like block off like an
Between the shield blocking its major path and the guys fanned out on either side of it, I have Shuri and Suki waiting
Okay.
in the wings to flank it.
Yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Yeah. Okay, take your opportunity attacks. I've corralled it with the shield.
So you're going to order everyone to go in and just like to start thumping.
Yeah, there's a name for this.
It's the hazing ritual.
Yeah, no, it's Project Pylon. Go.
I will pull its tail.
We've talked about this.
Wrap its tail around.
We'll say Bolo's action was the planting of the sword.
Yeah.
So
I do
Shari,
not-
Shari and Suki.
So I do not get to kiss it.
No. Suki, this is just too energetic, too hyper. But Shari managed to kind of like get a good like knock on it. Are you trying to get them to
Grapple it.
just
using the
grapple it?
feat, yeah.
Okay, so because they all have your
Everybody
stats.
has the
Yeah,
grapple
great.
feat, yeah.
So what's your athletics? What's Shari's athletics? They rolled a 14.
It's +5.
So I've been 19. The Panther rolled an 80 on the dice. It's still going to be able to escape. So
All right, fuck it. I'll do it
it's
myself.
up to Conn.
All right. Yeah. Okay, Conn. He's going to. It's just trying to get by me, right?
Yeah.
So am I going to get this with
doesn't-
advantage because it's like trying to pass me by? This is basically it's moving in for an opportunity attack,
I will say
right?
essentially advantage. You'll get 2 goes because on its turn it's going to try and run past. So you'll get opportunity attacks basically.
Okay. Right. Here we go. If I hate. Oh, it's off the table. We'll never know.
Keep that on the table.
It landed in the darkness of my legs. Ooh, natural 2. If a dough.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I rolled it in
That's
the
a
DM's
19.
tray.
So it's a 14 on the die.
Oh yeah, you
19.
probably have
This is a grapple.
Is a grapple.
That's a 3 on the die. You manage. You like. Everyone is like,
Yeah, I see it like
you
dark.
are literally herding cats right now, and you like manage to like just pounce on it. And
I see it like darting left and right, and, like
Yeah.
around my troops and stuff, and I just go, all right, you know what, fuck this shite, and I'm just going to literally like rugby tackle this thing,
Yeah,
grab
nice.
it around the cat waist, and just like suplex it, like bad kitty.
Yeah, it is struggling, but you're holding tight. Give me a strength check to just like hold on to it.
That is a 12.
12.
Really missing that belt of giant strength.
Oh my god, it is like writhing free. It almost has it. You're not gonna be able to hold it yourself.
It's okay.
Your troops are gonna need to.
I'm going to channel divinity and champion challenge it as a bonus action.
Okay, how does that work?
Oh, fucking asking me questions I don't have the answer. As a bonus action, each creature of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw DC 13 or
Okay.
it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you.
Oh, that's cocked. Ah, Jim, this druid is just so.
What do you want from me? All right, I'm gonna just
We're all gonna try and grapple it then.
everybody's
you all
has
get,
everybody not,
it is just stepping through, but everyone's going to basically get opportunity attacks now. This is your last chance to get it.
all right.
Go for it. Roll them up. Okay, there's some. Okay, that is a 22 from Shari.
Shari.
A 19 from Wayne.
Okay.
And a 15 from Bolo.
He had to walk out of the shadows to do it, so he was at disadvantage.
Between. Yeah, they rolled this panther rolled a 12. It was an 18, but still, everyone just like piles on.
Good work. I'm proud of you guys.
Oh, thanks.
That was a slippy character. Anyway, come on out of that panther form there.
It's like writhing around, but like basically everyone has it by like a different limb, just like holding it down. It like Animorph style like comes back into like a human.
Gross.
Yeah, I know.
That's better. Right, come on.
And you see like an elven druid standing there. He's like, "Oh, fine, you've got me. What's
Come on. The message. Come on. We both know how this is going to play
I'm
out.
not telling anything to you."
Intimidation check. I take out the sword.
Yeah, that would intimidate them.
Fucking 3.
I would say you have advantage because you've got literally everyone like.
The problem is
piling
I'm
over them.
rolling young Conn's dice.
This you got to get.
I gotta use chunky old Conn dice. Yeah, much better. That's a 14 on the dice. What did I say? Intimidation. That is 19.
19.
Intimidation.
I think, okay, don't hurt me, don't do me. Put the sword away. What the?
All right, hey, come on. You're carrying a message. Give it to me.
He like has like a belt pouch. He takes out a message and hands it over.
Okay.
It's like what? Okay, well, I mean, can I go? What's
I'm gonna read this, and then if I like what I read, Bolo won't do the thing.
I will. Even if he says not to.
I read it.
You find basically a little kind of back and forth between two armies that are kind of either side of an area known as the Howling Hills. And you kind of quickly glance through it, and they seem to be plans to mobilize forces to essentially do like a Hannibal of Carthage thing and like send a small force, actually quite a large force, through the hills to kind of get behind your enemy lines. You guys have been like using the hills as like basically a deterrent because you know it's quite hard to cross there. You wouldn't really do it, and this like a very like unexpected move from the enemy. This seems to be kind of like a.
Don't they know we have the high ground?
They are hoping that they
don't try it.
They are hoping that you don't even know that they're doing. They've kind of deliberately waited until like
The 11th hour.
the 11th hour to try and do it and like lull you into a false sense of security. But you've successfully kind of fend this out.
Knows exactly how shit this is. He's going to turn around. He's going to very quickly explain what it is to everyone. So there are 4 brains with them, 5 brains with the message as opposed to just 1. I'm going to hand it to Suki and be like, right, Suki, I need you to use all that energy. This is head down running time. Back to Dakar as quick as you can. Go on, go.
Suki just absolutely jets off.
All right, then. All right, the rest of us, gather up your stuff. Double time back to camp. Wayne?
What is it, sir?
Sorry, I meant Bolo.
What is it, sir?
Let him go. Come on. We don't have time for this shite. And I ordered them to let the Jaguar go. Wait, hold on. Search him for anything else just in case that's a feint.
Give me an investigation check.
15.
Ooh. 17.
I'll say you find a single potion of healing.
Oh, okay, nice. Good that Bolo can really get into the nooks and crannies to find this kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
All right, go on.
Wait. I do not think it is a good idea to take his healing from him. He needs to get back to his family.
I'll be fine. I just want to. If I just get into the trees, I'll be gone. Out of your hair.
Thank you for being so understanding when we steal from you.
Well, I mean, I'd rather, we can have a potion. I'd rather keep my life. That's. I thought you guys were supposed to kill everyone. That's what.
No, look, that's all just propaganda. It's just people on either side, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so.
We're having a civil conversation now.
I mean, you're all you have a sword at my throat, and I'm.
Oh, sorry, no, I put
down.
that away once I got the note.
Oh, okay. I guess I was just seeing things.
Yeah, no, I was just I was playing a little trick on you there. I was never going to hurt you, just so you know.
That was just my hand with all these rings on it.
Oh, you've got more rings than Saturn.
Saturn confirmed canon for Lethuan.
Oh.
Yes, spell-journeying campaign to Saturn.
Yeah, you guys let this.
Yeah, I just let him go.
Let him go.
I mean, tactically, probably a terrible idea to let the enemy know that we have.
You would also probably know that.
Maybe we should just bring
a
him
message.
with us.
You can. You'd probably also know that a message as important as this one is.
He's got multiple.
Yes,
but it's more that. Hold on, I don't let him go just yet because we'll be showing our hand to the enemy that we know what they're up to. So I'm going to say, look, we will let you go, but we got to wait for this to play out. Bolo.
You're kind of giving me mixed signals here.
Sorry, yeah. Look, I had sometimes you just change your mind.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
Look, we're not going to hurt you anyway, but you're just going to have to come with us for a little while. Is that all right? What's your name, by the way?
Jerome.
Jerome. It's always Jerome.
It's always Jerome.
With the two of us, it's always Jerome. All right, Jerome. Yeah, look, Bolo. Do a thing. Just tie him up.
Could it be anyone but Bolo, please?
Sorry, he's the only one who got. He's the only one who got the not work badge.
I am the best one at tying people up.
Oh, okay. Well, look, maybe I can make this work.
Ooh, you are quick too. You can come over anytime after the war.
All right, Jesus, I turn away from what happens
get
next.
back to Kairos. To Kairos. Now, Ryan, for your third character of this game.
Jesus Christ.
Suki runs up. Lord Kairos almost absolutely smacks himself in the head, giving him the saluting. A message. We intercepted a messenger.
Did you just call me Lord Kairos?
I can't remember. Maybe. Yeah, I'll call you Sir, Lord, Thunderer, Bastion, whatever you want. Sorry, there's not enough time.
A message?
Yes.
Who did you intercept this from?
A druid messenger from the Aswakian forces.
Now, tell me, did you cut their throat after?
I don't know.
Protocol.
I just left.
You didn't watch the blood spill?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Sorry, you're good. You gotta stop. Now read that message. It's really important.
All right, thank you
time for
very
a
much.
bit, sir.
Sir, your bits are legendary, but honestly, there's a time and a place.
Now is Goodstone doing okay out there?
Yes, he was great. He wrestled a panther.
As I would expect of him. Now this is concerning news. Is the rest of your units on the way back here?
Yeah, they should be coming. I think they were just I don't know what I said. You know
when
how
was
fast
the
I run.
last time you used the bathroom?
4 days ago.
How about at ease, soldier? How about you go?
They just pissed themselves.
Okay.
He said at ease. I thought that was a command.
We need to work on this. Go to the med bay. Get yourself cleaned up there.
Yes, sir.
Med bay. Are we
yeah,
in space now?
Yeah,
we're on the Enterprise, like.
We're on Saturn.
Go to the medical tent.
Yeah, you would know that it is the size of these forces, because even scouting and basically running recon on.
We have the lay of the land, basically.
Yeah, 100%. You would know that.
Gimli, bring me.
You dick.
Bring me the carrier falcon. Fire slash.
On it, boss. Here's Fire Slash right here.
Oh, I'll be Fire Slash.
Will you just send this message to
Quida.
Quaylog?
Quida. Quaylog is a
It's on
character
the
from
bottom
Dark
of your new
Souls.
character
Sir.
sheet. I took a note of it.
Oh, okay. Quida. Oh, you spelled it very phonetically.
Yeah, I do. I thought I spelled them all
It's like a
phonetic.
Star Wars character. Will you just send this message to Quida immediately?
God, sir. He takes
We're all
it.
doing characters.
I get. I'm always doing characters. He sends that to Quida. You also know from that the armies are marshalling now.
Yeah.
They basically the message you intercepted was the understood we're on it.
Yeah.
You would think that if you would know that if you don't get into the Howling Hills ASAP, they will pass through. You think that with the 200 or so people that you have with you, you could either put up a defense, you could maybe harry them along to slow them until Quidas can bring the full force to play,
Yeah. So what I do is I go outside my tent and I take my my great shield, one of my great shields, and I'm going to slam it to the earth and cast Thunderous Smite.
Nice.
As I do it, so it just rings out across the entire camp, and I yell, "Holy Thunderforce, assemble!"
Nice shit. Everyone just starts running. They know that is the assembly cry, literally, and everyone starts putting on armor, getting ready, strapping shields on.
Immediate muster.
Immediate muster. Everyone is when Dacarius uses his battle voice, everyone listens. At this point as well, Conn, you and your team have arrived in as well. You arrive to this camp with huge flurry of activity, everything going.
Well, it seems like they got the message.
Yeah, so you guys instantly head out to the Howling Hills.
I'm gonna meet up with Goodstone on the.
Sure, yeah. So
I would have
you
made
got-
my way
you have-
straight to you, I think.
Yeah, this is you guys are gonna have to pretty much pull an all-night march to get there in time. You're a good few miles away from this. By the time you get camp broken, set, and moving, you're going to be marching all night.
I like to think that the Holy Thunderforce would have non-combatants whose job is, they're still paladins, but their job is on a long march to just move down the line, laying on hands to refresh us. So
Okay.
we can do that kind of thing.
I was literally just about to say, give me Constitution saving throws or give you points of exhaustion for that, but I think that is a cool way around it, so I am okay with that.
Nice.
So yeah, you guys get to the Howling Hills. It is, as I said, it is quite a straightforward pass through these. It's, if you were just a normal hiker or something, you could walk whatever way through, but getting an actual army with supply carts, anything like that, there's only going to be one main way through.
Yeah.
Dacarius, I'm not even going to make you roll for it or anything, because it has been your job these last however many years to find defensible points and know how to get
Protect
them ready
them,
and how to protect them. So you're able to kind of scout out, get there in time. However, the one thing what to do, or what needs to happen is, you guys bring portable like palisades and like stakes to go into the ground, just kind of anything to kind of like, you know, so in those instances where you're not relying on just your shield, you have other physical barriers and things like that.
Like standard military defenses for them to then overcome.
Exactly, yeah. So you need about, a few hours to kind of put them into place, but it'll probably only take about half your people to do that. And you know that your Thunderers can now, that's what their job is. You kind of laid out the place. So here's what we're going to do. You know that the enemy forces probably have like a vanguard coming. Some, and if they get there before you guys have set up, it's probably game over.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you would know that you can maybe start to harry them, and this could be a mixture of setting traps, setting fake ambushes, setting, attacking, withdrawing, kind of like guerrilla tactics, as a way of kind of like just like slowing them down long enough for you guys to build up your own defenses, so that you can get back and hold a proper line, and then also give yourself time for Quita's forces and stuff to come. So what we're going to do with this, and I'm going to kind of put this in your hands a lot, we're going to do like a skill challenge for this. So we're going to say the enemy's not going to fall for the same trick twice.
Okay.
So you can't always use stealth, because then they will adapt. They will get druids to put, to like wild shape into ravens and look from them, stuff like that. But each thing you can try might work once. Okay. So describe to me what skills you're using. You can also use abilities. If you even just want to say, yeah, I'm going to use an attack roll, and that can, be a
skirmish,
a little skirmish that you're slowing down. You're kind of splitting all your forces into like, little scouting parties, because that's what the enemy forces are going to be in as well. I give it to you. How do you guys slow down this force long enough for you to be able to mount a proper defense?
So, I know a couple of things I want to try, but if there's anything you want to try first.
Yeah, I do. Some things.
And if you want to like be as creative as you want here, basically.
Fantastic. And this is kind of like, we would know, are there like multiple types of units coming and stuff? That's a very good question. Give me a perception check with advantage, and we'll say this kind of is the culmination of you guys' actual recon from the past couple of months, Cool.
13.
15.
Okay. You guys have a fair idea, I'll say, of one of the armies, the one that you've been closest to, but they've got ones on the other side of the Howling Hills. You're not quite sure what makes up their armies as much.
For sure.
But you know that the bulk of like the Azumaki forces would be kind of like hoplites or hoplites, that kind of like medium armored circular shields and spears. So they're better in like ranked fighting, but they can skirmish a little bit. They don't tend to have many ranged weapons or archers.
So the first thing Dikairos is going to do is he's going to call for a unit that has been nicknamed as Thunder's Titans. Yeah, that is full of Goliaths, half-orcs, like big dudes. And what he's calling for them to do is to go out and to basically turn everything into like difficult terrain by throwing boulders, by ripping up trees, and
love it. Okay.
Them. So athletics,
great. Roll me an athletics check, and I will say they can use your stats because they are of probably similar build and everything to you.
Yeah. So that's a 29.
Yeah, that's one success. Holy shit! Wow. What are you adding to athletics?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Wow. Holy cow. Okay, that's athletics off the list. What's Conn?
I'm gonna grab a couple of squads of defenders if I can. I'm gonna get Bolo.
Yeah.
With me. I'm gonna be like, Bolo, it's time. I need your sneakiness. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a little patch of grassland if I can, or somewhere where there would be kind of knee-high grasses that they're going to have to move through.
Yeah, okay, fine.
What I want to do is set up my defenders, knowing I want to do this in a position where I know they're going to pass through it.
Yeah.
And I want to get the defenders to set up camp and look kind of off guard, just at the far end of the grasses, if you know what I mean. And then what I want to do is get Bolo and 4 other people to get their 60 feet of hempen rope that I know they have.
Yeah.
And lay
Because
it.
every character Jim makes has hempen rope.
Of course.
Lay it across the path in the grass. And then I want basically to bait a charge. And when they're midway through
Great.
the charge, I want to pull these things up, trip their ranks at 2 points, and then we can volley arrows down at them.
Unreal. So what skill are you using there? Deception?
I'm going to say deception. Yeah.
Roll me up a deception check.
With advantage because Bolo's involved. He knows how to use rope.
Only because he knows how to use rope,
I
yeah.
do know how to use the rope.
I'm still waiting.
Oh my god, that's a nat one.
What's
better?
it?
Deception 11.
That is 1 failure.
Oh, that's okay. I don't have the experience to Kairos does.
You set this trap. And I'm going to say that you as like a shield and as like not quite a second to the cars, but you're kind of more giving orders on how these things are going. Okay. You have sent this group to die.
Oh no. Even
Jim,
Bolo?
the consequence of this failure is describe how Bolo dies and also describe a memory of why Bolo is special to you.
Fine.
Or Wayne.
How
How about
does-
or Wayne? No, Bolo.
Bolo was part of it. Yeah.
Was Wayne part of it?
No, I just said
No,
Bolo.
just Bolo.
Don't do
You
this.
just
to me.
said Bolo.
All right. Well, that's such a good plan. I can't see how it could go wrong. Yeah. Basically, what happens is when I anticipated the middle and the front line, falling at the same time,
Yeah.
the front line fell first, which then gave the middle line time to, like, actually get themselves into
Yeah.
a formation, and then their phalanx came up, blocked the arrows, and they were able to mount a charge on the relatively unprepared defenders
Yeah.
down the way. And Bolo, being a member of Holy Thunderforce, joined this doomed fight to help them and was slain. Thank
So-
you, Dylan. Sorry, Bolo.
And so that's how Bolo dies, and maybe how then is what's a fond memory that Conn has of Bolo? As you're getting like reports sent back into you that like the ambush failed, Bolo and the rest of the men are dead.
Yeah. Conn thinks back to there was a night in a tavern in Arturia, town we were in.
Yeah.
And he remembers we were playing pranks on Kairos, where Bolo, being a sneaky boy, would we would keep unfilling Kairos' glass every time he looked away, and he'd get more and more angry. And he just remembers that very, very fondly as something that him and Bolo had done.
Dakaris, what are you sending out?
Gimli, do you remember our good friend Kimberly? Bring me her unit. Thunder's approach.
Well, now's the time for thunder. Now's the time for steel and lightning. He gives you a salute and runs off to find Kimberly.
So Kimberly's unit, Thunder's approach, are known across the land for how incredibly gruesome they are. Holy Thunderforce has a hard time holding them back from slaughtering those that come through, and as such, they paint their faces red
Okay.
or lightly pink after it's been in the sun for a while.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've made that the Pink Rangers thing.
And they wear like animal bones, but the enemies don't know if these are. Dakaris refuses to let them wear human bones, but he knows that Kimberly would.
Yeah.
And everyone in the unit is the same. And they, instead of the normal shields, they wear.
You're so fucked up, right?
Why are you taking my nice Holy Thunderforce and doing this to it?
They have.
Bolo just died.
So, Thunder's approach has a double layered shield.
Okay.
It's metal on top of metal. So it has the wood with like the metal pieces like the normal shield, but then a fully metal top on top of it. And as they approach, as they're marching, instead of any secrecy, what they do is they slam their shields,
Nice.
making a thunderous noise across. And this is my intimidation check.
Yeah, I love it. Love that. That's cool.
+7. So that is a 17.
17 is another success. You have like successfully kind of like.
That was really scary.
So the DCs for all this is 16.
Okay.
So you have successfully kind of sent. Is Kimberly? Kimberly. Yeah. So it's actually no. It is just the pink Power Ranger. Yeah. Sorry. You essentially set her and her unit out. They found like a place in these hills that the Howling Hills get their name from the way that the winds echo through. So they found like a point where like their shield sounds like there's like 100 of them sending like there was like supposed to be like a flanking force that was going to go around you. They've now been completely deterred because they think there's a huge force there, and they are now kind of joining back into the main thing. That's another success. Conn, what is Conn doing?
I'm going to send for Heimlich.
Sir, I am here.
Heimlich, look, I know it's been a rough night, but I need you to take your mind off Bolo for a moment, and we're gonna try and hit them again.
We will hold them. I will hold them against me, and I will break their ribs.
That's exactly what I need from you. We tried to be clever with that last one, and it didn't work. And that's on me. That's stupid. We shouldn't have done that. I need you to go out there, and I just need you to meet them, shield the sword, and just do what we do best. No funny business. You're gonna throw up a defense. You're gonna hold them, and you're gonna let them break themselves upon you. Again, we'll have archers positioned in the crags around it, so as they clash with your shield wall, we'll begin to pepper them with arrows.
The Heimlich name will be sung through the hills after this.
Exactly. No risks. No charges. Just hold your ground and let the archers do their work.
Sir, it will be done.
I actually had a kind of mechanic for the next part of this encounter we're going to bring into this. I'm going to say that the shooting the archers down will just work. What will be the deciding factor is the defense.
I'm going
and
for
how long they can hold them in place. Unless you got something else that you want to use.
No, I was literally going to just take his grappling ability and bigify it with a strength check. So athletics or
interesting.
something.
You know what? Yeah. Okay.
I can use the
like
grapple
that.
check?
Yeah, I'll say that can be a grapple check.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not quite it's using the athletic skill, but it's a different way of doing it. So I like it. Yeah, it's a different trick.
If this is a success, this is where the Heimlich maneuver will come from.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Okay, here we go. And this isn't with advantage. This is
This
flat,
is just a
isn't it?
straight one. Yeah.
19.
That's another success. Things not going too badly.
Conn, the message finds its way.
Everyone said that it would be my sister, the nurse, but no, it is me.
The message finds its way back to Conn, and he just lets himself for a moment before walking back over to the map.
Yeah, to Kairos.
Gimli, send
I
the unit with attitude. Trini's squad.
You mean those young, spunky teenagers?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
They all flip into shot.
Yeah.
They're like
Y-
doing
your-
boxing and stuff when
Yeah,
they're called.
your Power Rangers come.
Send me the shieldless.
Yeah, so a group of defenders kind of like known for basically war dancers. They have like long spears and stuff that they use to like, fight out, through the shield wall. I'm assuming using like very acrobatic abilities and stuff like that.
No.
Is that okay?
No.
Okay.
Bloodthirsty. And this is
Why is
gonna,
everyone so bloodthirsty?
These are the teenagers with attitude.
Okay, yeah.
And they are, they're not as they're not really bloodthirsty, but they're known for their precision. They're like the surgeons of the battlefield.
Okay, I see where this is coming, yeah.
And these are going to be my attack roll.
Okay, nice. Nice.
That's
Okay.
Are you okay with me using the attack?
Oh
roll?
yeah,
Is it
no, I
normal?
got my next one and it's not attack. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Go for it.
Trini and her squad are gonna go out. Oh, 26.
Fucking yeah, that's
I'm using my high scores.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, as you should. You're using your most effective troops in their most effective way. This is what a commander does. You know.
So my surgeons have gone out. The
Yeah.
shieldless.
They you see them like sprint off. Like Suki joins them. Just as like a runner, like running through like the difficult terrain, completely like unheeded by it. And they report back a few minutes later, saying that they had basically successfully managed to ambush a party by like jumping like from the trees and like just taking out everyone like instantly, like and surgically before they can even have a chance to like raise an alarm and are able to get back to you. What is Conn doing?
Okay. So again, sticking to the, he's very jarred by the bolo thing. He went
Yeah.
off book and it didn't work for him. So he's sticking to the Holy Thunderforce playbook here.
Yeah.
He is going to call for Jason.
Tommy?
TJ, whoever his name
Oh
is.
yeah,
Tommy Jason.
Tommy Jason.
He's the commander now. He's going
Yeah.
to call him by his second name.
Oh yeah, sure. Conn, what's
That's
fresh?
Shield Con. Oh, wait, are you above me? Yeah, you're probably the same level.
I think we're equals, but you know, Takara seems to really like you, so he's kind of giving you a bit of command.
Yeah, I got that main character energy.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm just an NPC. I cease to exist every so often.
I need you. Actually, yeah, I'm going to get Tommy, and I'm going to get Shari is the quick one, isn't it?
Suki was
Suki
the
is
quick one. Yeah.
I'm going to get Suki.
Shari was the sneaky one.
All right. So I'm going to get a couple of brigades here. And what I'm going to have do is I'm going to have Tommy. I'm going to have TJ position himself in a defensive position and wait for the opponent to appear. He's going to not even engage with them, but just form ranks in front of them. And then as that's happening, I want Suki and her squad to try and flank them and set up an opposing shield wall behind them to trap them between two. And then we are going to intimidate them into giving up. And the way we're going to do that is to bring trophies of the 3 victories we've already won in these skirmishes. To be like, you're not making it out of this. Put down your weapons and we won't absolutely destroy you between us.
You've already used intimidation.
Did I?
I did. He did.
Oh, okay.
But to be honest, I think this is different enough. I did say at the start it was more that they won't fall for the same trick twice.
Yeah.
So I think this is this is different enough that it should work.
Okay. Cool. Because I was going to say I could do it with persuasion, but that's far less of a bonus for me.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, intimidation.
It's the same stat,
fits
but a
more.
different trick.
Yeah. I'm okay with this. I think that's good. I like that.
All right. And I want to say to them as they're going out, I gather the two commanders. I get Tommy and Jason, TJ, and Suki, and I'm going to say, look, if this does go tits up, I need you ready to fighting retreat out of this. Okay, I'm not losing anyone else here. 11.
Altogether,
Yes.
Conn, you wait and you wait for the messenger to come back and let you know that that little skirmish was successful. They never came back. You know,
Fuck.
that they would, had things gone right, they would have been back by now. Things are getting, like, dawn is coming, but TJ and Shari aren't coming back. Please tell me a nice memory you have of Shari, one of your unit.
God, Dylan. Do you want to run the Halloween special? Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm good with the psychological torment, not as much as the horror
The
torment.
body horror. Conn thinks back to back in his first days, just not long after the whole thing in Delnock. And as he so often did, he found himself trying to lift one of the shields
Yeah.
I'm having an awful time of it. And Shari walked by and they saw him trying to do it. And they're like, you know, they just basically pegged him and they're like, you know, if you want to do that, you're going to have to start using your legs as opposed to your back when you lift.
Yeah.
And just kind of like gave him a nice lesson in like how important stances are and stuff. And really bolstered not only his physical ability to do things, but also like his, you know, resilience and his strength in like the mindset of taking a strong stance, you know? So he like would have treated Shari as like a confidant almost, you know, to be like, I'm having trouble with this, what should I do?
Yeah.
X, Y, Z.
Dakaris, you have time for, you know that the enemy forces are approaching. You've slowed them down quite a lot. You probably have time for one more challenge or you have one more trick up your sleeve.
Give me!
Aye.
They're understanding us at every approach. We need to do better than this. Send me the arms of the Holy Thunderforce. Send me the unit led by the Shields, Billy and Zach.
Billy and Zach, come over.
Storm's Light, the unit that you run.
Storm's Light, not Storm Light.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Legally distinct.
Yeah.
Storms.
We need your brilliance for this fight. We need you to go out and to get a full understanding of who is coming, what type of enemies are approaching, so we can strike back at them instead of always being on the back foot and being reactionary. We need your battle prowess out there. Go out and give me your insight.
Understood. Insight, yeah, nice. I like it. Roll it up.
That was a nat 1.
Ryan.
I don't want to lose the Power Rangers.
Well, you've just lost 2 of them.
That's all right. We already lost.
Why do
Tommy
we keep
Jason.
committing multiple characters to this?
You told me I only had one more, so
Yeah.
I had 2 more planned, but
Yeah. Tell me how
you gotta tell me what happened.
they had who's gone with them? It was just the 2 of them?
Well,
Or
no,
did they
it's
take
their unit. Yeah.
Okay, so
They're like little
10 of them kind of
spy
run
dudes.
off spy missions. You don't know what happened, but you know that, you know, the enemy forces are coming, and because your own insight and kind of what you're reading from the map and what you're hearing from all your runners and messengers and what the battlefield intel that you're getting goes through, you know that the enemy's main forces have started to arrive, and with them often come, that's when the crossbowmen, the archers and stuff like that come. So Billy and Zach, was it?
Yeah.
Billy and Zach, you would understand, probably had to get to somewhere high that they could see down, but the dawn's light would have cast a shadow from them, and their shadows would have belied their position, and they would have been shot down. Tell me a fond memory you had of Billy and Zach.
So when Holy Thunderforce started back, you know, I was one of the original founding members of it. You know, part of just the group. Founding, I don't know if it's the right word, but you know, I was part of the start of it. But still in a bit of a leadership position, running things. And one of the great generals of the North called me in and said that they had captured an enemy's like training academy, and of the survivors, there were only 7. 2 were absolutely unwilling to join, but 5 were willing to join. And the great General Zord, on his throne,
I don't know what else I expected.
said, "Can I trust you with these 5 teenagers with attitude?"
Why have you made this such a
Taken
Power
such a
Rangers?
serious thing and turned it to Power Rangers. I love it, but you're unhinged. I don't know what. I can't believe you've done this.
And Billy and Zach impressed me from the beginning with how much they outsmarted everyone else. At the beginning, they were only pulling pranks. They didn't care about, actually being part of the team. They wanted to, but they helped me form the Holy Thunderforce into what it was.
Amazing.
I remember you telling me stories about that, about the quartermaster Alfred, and how he really helped you whip them into shape.
Christ. I tried to do an unserious episode. At this moment, you've kind of like, you're waiting for, the final reports to come in of the squads that you've lost. When a runner from the main force of Holy Thunderforce arrives and says that Quita and her forces are at the foot of the hills and are marching up. It's time to come back and make a stand and hold the enemy off until they can arrive. And you would know that this is the time now, because the bulk of the forces are beginning to approach. So you guys all rush back, and
I slam my shield into the ground again, to rally them, and I yell out,
Holy Thunderforce, we are the shield. We hold firm. We protect that which was weak, and that which is evil cannot cross our lines.
You kind of like shout out, your voice like booming, like echoing all through these hills. Quita can probably hear you, even though she's like miles back. You gather your forces, everyone rushes back. The people that you'd left in the defensive position have palisade, some like temporary structures up, kind of ready to go. Everyone starts to get into position. Essentially can take like a bit of a short rest. I don't think you use any abilities that require that, but you have like a moment's calm and pause before you hear them, and you're hearing like war drums and stuff like that coming from the enemy forces as they're coming up. Is there anything you want to do to prepare?
Not seen often with Tikairos, but with how this is, he straps on his second longsword along with his shields. So that way he can, if needed be, drop the shields and go with two swords.
Okay. What is Conn doing to prepare?
Conn is just trying to get his head back in the game. He's been rattled by the loss of Bolo and the loss of Shari. And there'd be a point where Wayne and Suki would come to him for orders. And he'd remember saying, like, Suki and him swapping stories of the other crowd and stuff. And he feels bad about it, but he puts them to the rear. Like, he puts them to the rear of the unit.
Okay.
And he himself, as shield, makes sure that he's in front of them.
Yeah.
So he's going to try and just really center his squad to be in a good position for this thing.
Tikairos yells for everyone to line up. And then, as they've done many times in exercises and other skirmishes, it not being so desperate, with them lined up, he and the other lead shields go and begin just bashing full force to test the shield arm of all those.
This is where the Thunderers have gotten their name, and all the other Thunderers kind of join you, and there's just like a procession basically along the defensive line of just everyone, smacking into the shields, and like each time, a shield's been smacked, everyone like kind of like roars out and like in Lou's name, kind of like crying out prayers to Lou and stuff for protection.
Trini and Kimberly arrive back. Their blades themselves, in some cases, covered in blood of the enemies.
Yeah.
And the thundering shields of the Thunderforce behind it is, to remind them of what's going on, is cut with the death wail of Kimberly and Trini as they hear that their brothers have died.
As you guys all kind of prepare, say your final prayers to Lou, do your thunderous procession. There's like keening going on from the remainder of the Power Rangers. You see now. Sorry. Yeah, the Power Rangers theme starts playing. You see now the advance forces of these units coming. you think you're going to need to just hold on a little bit longer. All you need to do is hold. That's all you need to do.
Not holding is what we do best.
And holding is what you do best. So, what we're going to do, the first challenge here is going to just be holding the line. That's all you got to do.
Easy.
So, what I want you to do, what's your best DC or your best AC? What's Conn's AC as the shield's AC?
19.
Okay. So what we're going to do is basically going to say the enemy forces have like +5 to attack. So we're going to take 5 from your AC, and you're going to need to roll under that score. If you have any defensive abilities,
They're
or if
going to
there's
have to roll
anything,
with disadvantage because we're all protecting
you're
each other.
all protected. Fine. Unreal. So
A roll with disadvantage again. And myself and quite a few of the other ones will.
you were so lucky it's disadvantage stuff. First one was a nat
Fuck
20.
me, I saw it.
That's a 17. That's not enough to break through. The first wave crashes. All the shields lock into place. Blue energy flares out, crackling with like the Thunder Force of Holy Thunderforce, keeping everyone at bay. The enemy forces have crashed against your shield wall. And the Thunderers kind of all see this and know that this is the perfect time for a counterattack. So they all issue shields down. Everyone's, all the shields step down, allowing all the defenders from behind to start attacking. Everyone's like throwing smites, javelins, everything kind of going across. In order to pass this next round, you're going to need to do 100 points of damage.
Whoa.
I'm going to say that you guys you don't need to roll to hit because
We've broken their line kind of thing.
Yeah, this is for like the full force.
This is like an army attack.
Yes, exactly.
My complete capability here was gone. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you don't need to. You can roll to hit in case you get a crit, but you're going to just hit. This is the idea here is to do damage. You use as many like smites, abilities, whatever you need, whatever you think the best. Yeah,
below the cooldown times.
This is your last. Like this is the.
This is the clash.
Do as much damage here as possible to try and push them back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ryan, I'm interested to see what you can do here.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll do Conn here. The line, the shield drops down, and Conn's squad tactically lashes out at the opposing commander in front of them. It's 14 points of damage from my
14 is not bad.
my defender squad.
Your defender squad is at half strength. Probably could have done more, but
yeah, our hearts are a little hurt right now.
Okay, that is up to the Kyrus to do 86 points of damage.
Kyrus.
I'm sorry, Kyrus.
Looks out and sees all of this happening. To his squad that he has built. The whole Holy Thunderforce is falling apart. At this point, he is going to shed his shields temporarily. And pull out 2 long swords.
Nice.
Huge long swords that he has. And what many in his group have never seen before, this holy rage fills him.
Nice.
Because I took 1 point or 1 level in Barbarian for this.
Cool.
And
nice little cheeky Barbarian dip.
So, Dylan?
Yeah?
I am going to do 18d8 plus 21 damage, and the first 6d8 plus 7 is doubled because I just rolled that 20.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry. How much dice?
8? No, so
18d8.
So 68 doubled, and then 12 more d8 plus 21. Jesus fuck! I should have made this harder.
7 of that's doubled as well, because total damage doubled, right?
Smite's crit.
Yeah.
So the way that's happening is I'm using my smite as a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
So that's 4d8. My sword is a 1d8.
Yeah.
My divine smite is 1d8.
Your approved Divine Smite, for level 11. Yeah,
whatever it's called. Yeah. So.
Yeah, roll it up.
Good God.
Can we do like a musical interlude while Ryan does his maths?
Yeah.
Does anybody have d8?
Yeah.
Here.
So the first one,
Is this the crit or the?
this is the crit.
Okay.
Does 70 points of
Holy
damage.
fuck! I
I
definitely
mean,
should.
is that it done? Like, how many more dice do you have to roll?
I have another 12d8 to roll.
That's it, isn't it? You've done it.
Yeah,
just,
there's
If you roll 1 on
If you-
everything, you still make it.
Yeah, you're okay. There's no hope that you would not make this. So
This is-
describe to me.
This is not just Dikairos. Fueled by seeing this, everybody was feeling a bit like run down by this, but then they see, their sergeant shed his shields and just rush because they know that he's always said that when it is time to feed the ground with the blood of man, we feed it quickly. Then when it is time to stand firm, we stand
Unnecessary
and
metal.
hold. And they have seen him just go full on with this, and that just invigorates them. Kimberly and Trainee pulled out of their sorrow, and they rush forward to get revenge. The others understand that they are the last line here. They rush forward and just show these enemies marching a terror that they have never seen before in their lives.
Unreal.
The entire Holy Thunderforce begins to glow with the light of blue.
The next thing I had was going to be charisma saving throws to like maintain morale, but like I don't see how morale could be.
I don't at this point. Conn is like struggling to not charge, like to charge up to Dikairos.
Yeah.
Playing
Dikairos,
high levels is cool, man.
Dikairos, basically what happens is that you get filled with this rage. You just jump with like, a select few of your squad who are like going to be up for this. You jump over the shield wall and just start dealing death, absolutely scattering like your swords a whirl, just clearing an opportunity. The shields then kind of like all rush in front of you, bringing you back behind the lion's den and reset the shields like in front, like ready to go now. Like, you see like clerics and stuff start like pulling back the wounded and things like that. You guys keep fighting. You kind of just facing like wave after wave. That the enemy are in their thousands here. Not an impossible task for the whole might of Holy Thunderforce, but for you alone, not the best you can do is buy time. My God, you are biding time very well. And so this continues, for maybe 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour longer. Your forces are getting like whittled down. They're sending people like, scuttling around like the scree-filled mountainsides to try to get around
Doing
you.
like the nooks and crannies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Your defense is having to rush out, take people. That's taking people away from the shield wall. You're being...
I called out for Bolo to go and counter that, and then I remember that he's gone.
And finally, as you are being beaten and bloodied, you hear behind you cries of reinforcements, thundering shields marching up the pass. Hundreds more voices crying out for the glory of Lu, rushing towards you. You see, all of your friends and comrades rush forward, like plug holes into this like storm wall. You see, Quida herself is like flying on like her like summoned steed of a Pegasus, like overhead, like rallying everyone, like waving her sword, like just like filled with like silver energy.
Absolute Valkyrie play.
Such a Valkyrie play. Other healers come up, everyone like
Bolsters the line.
Bolsters, everyone's like return fully to full HP as you get there. As the Machian forces begin to get pushed back, as Thunderers begin to call out like 1, 2, 3, step, and it's like shield goes down for a sec, spears hit out, step forward, block, shields come up again. You're gaining like one step at a time, and then suddenly like cries from behind enemy lines begin to like echo through the hills of like you hear like you swear you hear like retreat, and then but as you're hearing that, you're hearing also this like. And again, you can't quite tell because the way that these hills distort sound and the weird way that the sound travels, you hear like a monstrous roar, bellows, and it begins like drowning out the screams of pain and death. You hear, from her vantage point over you, Quita, like shouting, "Shields up! All shields! Everyone behind the storm wall!" As she like flies over enemy lines down towards where she hears that, roar. You look up and you see her swatted from the sky, falling, knocked off her Pegasus, falling down behind enemy lines as this roar gets louder and louder. Everyone snaps to attention. Your training kicks in. Everyone's shields lock into place. You begin to form like a dome above you. And, this thunderous wave of divine energy arcing out, locking shields together, forming this protective dome. The secret to the victory of Holy Thunderforce so many times before. Everyone locked in place, impregnable, indomitable, but also immobile. You're all held into place now. And you look above you as this shadow passes over you. You think, is that a dragon? No, is it a wolf? Not quite. Somehow a mix of both, and a storm of scale and fur rushes over you, and you feel wind from its mighty wings like buffeting against your barrier, like almost threatening to push you down. All around you, hundreds of prayers are going out to Lou. Grant us strength, grant us protection, save us, save the land. And the wind from these monstrous gargantuan wings continue to beat down, and you begin to feel the strength and the faith waver of those around you. But you stay strong. Nothing has broken this barrier before, so you stand strong. But at the same time, nothing has had an effect on it like this before. And then the beast lets forth a noxious breath, and like a maelstrom of malevolence, icy, hot, poisonous ichor spews forth from the monster. You feel the entire force brace as this wretched concoction spews against the barrier. This concoction, unlike physical arrows and spears of your enemies, is not bounced back from the shield. And you begin to hear these cries of prayer turn into cries of pain and death as you see Conn all around you. You're not just your own comrades, your own brothers and sisters, but also the enemy, all crying out. What do you do in these last moments?
I put out a call for my squad to throw physical shields up. The light of Lou isn't stopping it, so...
You see that, like...
It's eating through the shields?
Yes.
Okay.
It's... Usually, you would know that in this, like, protective dome and the shields, like, you would physically feel, or there'd be an effect almost of, like, something physical hitting off the shield and being rebuffed. Sometimes a particularly mighty warrior might be able to penetrate through, but it is like there is something tangible that happens there. With this, it's as if the shield just isn't there. It just doesn't exist.
Okay. Jim, I'm sorry, but Conn, fighting all the time with Dikairos is by me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm generally like within a unit or two of you.
And we've all got our shields wrapped in our arms,
Yeah.
above us. Okay. Dikairos is going to throw down his sword.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to, because I'm a way bigger dude. I've got way higher, AC and HP
Mass.
and all that.
Yeah, as well. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put my other hand up to grab, like I'm supporting Conn's shield as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got the dual wield thing
Yeah.
to hold two shields. And then I'm going to kick Conn off of his shield. And kick him to the ground.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And I'm going to turn and face you, Conn. I'm going to say, it's never cold in the shade of our brother's protection. Stand strong, Conn Greystone.
Conn, you watch as this monstrous breath, truly unimaginably vast and powerful, wipes out your entire unit, your entire force, the entire Azamakian force. Only the sacrifice of Dikairos fully physically shielding you with his own body means that you have survived. And that is the end of this Legend of Lethuan.
It's just the whole thing, just to be a dick. Just to do that, right?
Well, hopefully you haven't listened to this episode first. Anyone listening at home, you all knew it was not going to end in a happy ending. And there we go. So ends Holy Thunderforce. And so ends this episode. Thank you so much for listening.
Having me fucking name NPCs and getting killed in fucking war.